Hey guys, today we're talking about how to do a vegan ketogenic diet. And so, you know what, a lot of our fans out there are vegans, or really just people that want to stray away from animal products. And you know what, I completely respect that, but they also want to get the benefits of a ketogenic diet. So how do we do this? You know, it's definitely more challenging to follow a ketogenic diet if we're a vegan, but in certain circumstances, for example, if you have cancer, you're out there and you have cancer, really good idea to go on at least a very low restricted animal protein diet, and really stick to more of a vegan approach can be extremely beneficial. And that's really when I recommend it, is if somebody is battling, especially like a metastatic or fast growing cancer, following a vegan keto approach can be incredible, right? And really help the body with tissue regeneration, healing, stimulating autophagy and breaking down these cancer cells. And so there's certain fundamental principles if we're gonna build, you know, a nutrition plan that's vegan and keto. What are they? Number one is every meal that we consume, so we're actually having something that we consider a meal, okay? We need to make sure we've got coconut, some sort of coconut fat, avocado, and or olives or olive oil. It means that you don't need all three of those in every meal, but you need at least one. You need at least a lot of coconut fats, or a lot of avocado fats, or a lot of olives or olive oil. Why? Because those are really the best vegan fat sources. We wanna get a lot of calories from those because they're anti-inflammatory on the body, they're easy on the gut. Most people tolerate those very, very well, okay? So that's really the first step and first principle. Number two is we need a lot of vegetables, okay? And so most people that are vegan are thinking, hey, I do want to consume a lot of vegetables. Unfortunately, most people that I've seen out in the community that are vegan are really eating a lot of processed foods, okay? And they're not actually getting enough vegetables. But if we do it right, we want to consume a lot of non-starchy vegetables, cucumbers, celery, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, collard greens. You know, we want to consume a lot of these. So, you know, having a really, really good salad every single day with lots of these greens, or maybe having some steamed vegetables with coconut oil on top afterwards, or olive oil, can be extremely effective. So getting a lot of those greens, okay? Third big thing is we wanna make sure we get a lot of herbs, okay? Herbs are really powerful. You know, this is great for if you're a vegan or not, and we definitely wanna get both the non-starchy vegetables and the herbs in there. So using things like basil, oregano, thyme, we've turmeric, ginger, cinnamon. So getting a lot of antioxidants in from the herbs, extremely powerful. A lot of these herbs help support healthy digestive function, the release of different digestive juices like stomach acid, bile, pancreatic enzymes, which the better we support those systems, the less stress we're gonna have on our body, the better nutrient absorption we're gonna be able to uptake. So we definitely wanna use those. Now, nuts and seeds, okay? A lot of times when people are on a vegan keto diet, right? They're eating tons of almond flour, right? Lots and lots of nuts and seeds. I'm not a huge fan of doing lots of those. We definitely do wanna use some of them. Ideally, raw nuts, and even better are soaked and sprouted nuts. And we have a lot of recipes on drjockers.com to help support somebody that's, you know, that's trying to do more of a raw vegan keto diet using a lot of different seeds and a lot of different nuts, okay, to make really good calorie-dense supportive nutrients. So those are important things. Also, a little bit of fermented foods like pickles, sauerkraut, kimchi can be really important with this. And then natural sweetening agents like stevia, monk fruit, those are really important. And one thing that can also be really important for somebody that's trying a vegan keto diet is using a high quality protein powder, like a hemp protein or a pea protein. So using like a vegan protein powder can be effective. In fact, you know, a lot of times in our society, people are talking about, hey, you need more protein, more protein, more protein. You don't necessarily need more protein, you just need really good protein absorption. So if you're following really good nutrition principles, you should be able to absorb enough protein on a vegan diet, but protein powder is one of the most effective ways to get more protein absorption. And usually what you're looking for is this, somewhere between 0.5 to 1.0 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So what does that mean? I'm 160 pounds. So 160 pounds divided by 2.2, which is the conversion to kilograms, it comes out to about 72 to 73 kilograms. So if I want 0.5 grams of protein, that's roughly about 37 grams of protein a day. And so if I've got a fast-growing cancer that's about where I want to keep it, somewhere between maybe 30 to 40 grams of protein, okay? Because protein, too much protein can overstimulate a pathway called mTOR, which if somebody has a fast-growing cancer, can aggravate it. So I want that low protein diet. Now, if I'm an athlete, okay, and I'm trying to do more of a vegan approach, I don't have cancer, then I want to go up to that 1.0. So I want like 72, 73 grams of protein on a daily basis. And so where do we get it again? Pea protein can be really effective. Brown rice protein can be effective, although I think pea protein, a combination with brown rice or hemp protein, is really one of the best ways to go, doing something along those lines. I know there's a product called Vega that you can pick up in most grocery stores that's really supportive to a vegan lifestyle and has these sorts of powders, these sorts of powder forms to support that vegan, athletic, ketogenic diet. We also have one called our gut healing protein, which also has a lot of supportive nutrients to help heal the gut. Things like ginger and MSM, and has a whole multivitamin in there with methylated B vitamins and things like that. It's what I use for my autoimmune clients and a lot of different cancer patients is this gut healing protein powder. We also have another one called our Super Digest protein that is basically a pea protein with a really high quality multivitamin flavored with monk fruit. Tastes really good. And that one comes in a vanilla and a chocolate. The gut healing just comes in a vanilla, but all those can be really, really effective for somebody that's on a vegan ketogenic approach. And so, looking at this and really diving deeper into it, if you aren't necessarily like, hey, dogmatic about going vegan, I would recommend adding in some grass-fed butter or ghee. Why is that? Because grass-fed butter or ghee is an incredible source of things that are really hard to get when you're on a vegan diet. That's gonna be things like fat-soluble retinol, which is super important for your skin, your eyes, your brain, really important for your immune system in general. Also very rich in vitamin D and vitamin K2, which are critical for healthy calcium metabolism, reducing a risk of heart disease, and those also are very supportive of a healthy immune system. Also, grass-fed butter is super rich in CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, which is one of the most powerful anti-carcinogenic agents, and we can't get that, at least not enough of it, from plant-based foods. So adding in some grass-fed butter, it's as simple as this. For dinner, if you're doing steamed broccoli or cauliflower, you just melt grass-fed butter on there. It tastes absolutely amazing. Animals weren't harmed in the production of that. The animals were raised on grass, right? And it's kind of the fat component without the inflammatory proteins, the casein, whey, and the lactose. And you get all the nutrient density from the fat component, and very important for stabilizing your blood sugar and helping promote ketone formation in your body. Okay, so some recipes that you can find on drjockers.com are gonna be things like our turmeric keto cookies. This is really a vegan-based cookie. We added turmeric in there, using coconut and things like that. And so tastes absolutely amazing and really carries turmeric, which is one of the most powerful anti-carcinogenic agents, powerful anti-inflammatory agents, and really brings into your body in a tasty way. We've also got our turmeric coconut cream cups, another incredible recipe that you can use. It's basically like a fat bomb. You're just getting really good healthy fats right into your system, supporting the production of ketones. We have got our avocado pesto. Okay, and so, hey, if I'm on a vegan keto diet, I'm doing things like our homemade keto crackers, right, which are made with different seeds, and then I am dipping that in the avocado pesto or our creamy lemon superfood guacamole and getting that into my system. I'm also gonna do a protein shake, or really what I would say a protein pudding every day, where I take one of these healthy protein powders that we talked about before. I take avocado, I put coconut milk in there, just take a scoop of the protein powder, maybe 20 grams or so, and put that in there, and it's easy in the digestive system because the blender has already broken up the avocado. It's a pudding-like texture, easy on our digestive system, very easy for our body to absorb and utilize that protein, which we really need for a healthy immune response. So those are some great recipes. Of course, you wanna do a lot of salads. You want to make sure you got good fats like olives or avocado on your salads. That's important. You can do things like sprouted pumpkin seeds on your salad, which are really great source of zinc and B vitamins. And when they're sprouted, you're gonna have less anti-nutrients in the seeds, and it's gonna really help support just better digestion in general. So on a vegan ketogenic diet, there are some plant-based foods we definitely want to avoid. That's gonna be most fruit, because fruit's gonna spike our blood sugar, unfortunately. Things like lemons and limes are definitely acceptable. We can use those. We can use a lot of those, okay? And maybe a small amount of berries, because they're lower glycemic, high nutrient density. But in general, we want to avoid most other fruit. We also want to avoid our legumes, right? So that's gonna be things like beans, okay? So beans and lentils, unfortunately, they're starchier carbs, and so they're gonna elevate our blood sugar. So if we're trying to get into ketosis, that's not gonna allow us to do it. So those are, main calorie forms for a lot of people that are doing a vegan diet. So we gotta take those things out. What do we replace it with? We replace it with a lot of healthy fats, avocados, coconut oil, coconut butter, coconut flakes, all those different coconut fats, as well as olives and olive oil. We get our calories from things like that rather than the legumes and the fruit and the grains and the starches like sweet potatoes and yams and things like that. So those are gonna be the ketogenic approved things, those healthy fats. So a couple other really great recipes that we have on drjockers.com. We've got our grainless kale flatbread. Tastes awesome. You get kale in there. It's made with seeds. We've got a cleansing cashew artichoke dip, right? Made with cashews and artichokes, and really, really good dip. We've got a turmeric zucchini soup that you can utilize. We've got a creamy cucumber soup. We've got a lot of different recipes here, and a cleansing cashew soup as well. So we've got lots of really, really good recipes that support the microbiome, support our digestive tract, support our immune system. They're vegan, and they're gonna get you the healthy fats to stabilize your blood sugar so you can really get into ketosis and maintain a high level of ketosis and follow that vegan approach, which again is phenomenal for somebody that's looking for an anti-cancer diet. Okay, this is a really great way to go about it. And so if you're out there and you are doing a vegan keto approach, or you're just interested in it, would love to hear about it in the comments section below. And be sure to share this with your friends and your family.